Yep. Sorry.
Vern, can you just sum up that one for us from your perspective?
Well, it's pretty tough, isn't it? You lose in the last minute. We were just preparing for extra time, hoping that we'd get another crack, and it was just probably a couple of handling errors and a couple of penalties. Well, the boys, the intention was very good. So we were in the game 19-7 down, and then come back in, dominated most of the stats around the game. So you can see that we were up for it, and it slipped away just through a couple. He had to kick those penalties, and he did a good job at the end of the game. So all in all, disappointed with the loss. I thought we'd put enough effort in to probably get more than 1 point, but we got 1 point, which sort of helps us. And if we keep going to tough places and dark places, week on week, I think we'll probably tip these ones over one day.
Is that probably the most pleasing thing that you did? The position from 19-7 down. A lot of teams have folded here, especially on a night like that. For you guys to get back into the game, you did. Is that the main thing you'll take away? Yeah,
I think the forwards rolled their sleeves up, and we saw some pretty direct and physical play, and we didn't go away from it. We stayed in it. It wasn't perfect, but there was good intention in and around that. Our set piece was good. Our line-out was in there. A couple of scrum penalties at the end went against us, but tight, very tight competition, very tight game in Christchurch. So all in all, we just walk away and dust ourselves off and get back for next week.
I mean, I think they only made 109 metres with ball when you had a lot of possession and territory. Do you think you had enough ball and territory to win that perhaps twice over almost?
Well, yeah, we had one try disallowed. So, I mean, it is what it is. Perhaps we weren't as effective as we could have been. I thought there were some things that were really good. I thought we stayed tight as a team, and that cohesion's important. Like you say, in Christchurch, you can easily get run over the top, and the boys came back. So, talking about building, constructing a game, I thought we were on, and it come down to, a penalty in the last minute.
How impressed were you with Beauden Barrett's game management and control there tonight?
Yeah, he was. I think everybody. We had moments, wet ball conditions, quite a lot of pressure in and around the kick game, and especially around rucks and collisions. So there was some uncertainty at times around when the ball was going to come out, or when it wasn't tidy, but it was physical. Yeah, he did a pretty good job, Bodie. I thought Finn did well also, but I think the forward pack stepped up, and we saw a little bit of brilliance from Hoskins, to get that ball out. It's out wide, and so there's from our perspective, disappointed not to get the 4 points, but to keep working the same vein, I think will see us.
Do you look back at I think you turned down 3, made 4 penalties, and that first half and the first 10-15 minutes, and went for touch, didn't walk away with many points. You look at that and you review the game.
Gee, I think we'd probably look at how we started the first half poorly and gave away a try, and did exactly the same thing at the start of the second half. We need to start our halves better than that. Penalty, and then they score a try, pretty easy try in the first and straight away in the second half. So we made it hard for ourselves around that. But I don't mind not taking for penalties if they back themselves. I mean, you don't want to have doubt in this game. You want to go to certainties, and that's building confidence. And I feel that's coming to our game. And I don't want to take away initiative from the players. I think if they feel it, they've got to go with it.
Dalton Papali'i, what was the go with him coming off?
An ankle sprain, like he rolled his ankle. So it'll be. He's he's tough as hell. So I don't know. We'll have a look at it on Monday and see what happens from there.
Guess in many ways you've had a front-loaded New Zealand derby schedule. Do you feel like, I know the Australian team's wide commentary that they've improved, but you've got a run home here where even though the position on the ladder you're in, it looks like a finals team there. You can make a real run.
Yeah, you've just got to get up for every week. I mean, you've seen the results, 40 points. I mean, Moana come down here and win, and then only 3 weeks ago we took 40 against the Crusaders and we beat Moana. So I think the moral of that story is if you just got to get up and prepare well every week. And injuries are key, making sure that you can keep your best team, keep it fresh, get your key players back at key moments, and then fight right to the end. So that's probably it.
Just a word on the injury front. I guess Zahn Sullivan coming back tonight, his first Super Rugby game. What do you make of his performance?
Yeah, good. Good to have him back in there. Like, he's got a big left foot, and you can see him. He's just finding his rhythm out there once again, but safe under a high ball, you know, it's nice having a big body. He broke a couple of tackles and got us going forward at key moments. He's a good player.
Just on that Hoskins pass, is that something he does at training? Or
he does things that we can't coach. He's an amazing skill set. Like, he's just an incredible rugby player. And I mean, it wasn't just that pass. His collisions were good, his on attack and defence. You know, he's a great player.
It's quite a good medal he had with Leo Willie. He was pretty good too, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I think forwards rolled their sleeves up and had a fair crack at each other. And I think it was a good, honest crack at each other. You know, I enjoy it from that purist point of view, you know, where when you come to Christchurch, if you're not going to roll your sleeves up, you're going to get done. So the boys did that, and we can walk away.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. All the best.
Boys.